Alright, here's the 411, folks. Just give him one of these.
Welcome to episode 21 of the 411, folks. My name is Scott. I'll be your host today. And sitting directly in front of me, I'm very privileged to be sitting directly in front of him. I get to stare at those baby blues for the next 90 minutes.
Jesus.
Is Jake.
All right. That's the nicest intro you've ever had. Hello.
I thought I might say something nice, increase your ego a little.
Yeah, because that's
Or
what I
self-esteem.
need. Yeah. Bigger ego.
Wednesday. We're recording on a Wednesday. It's not a weekend. Wednesday's hump day.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done it on Wednesday before.
Hump day for both of us, actually. We both do Monday to Friday work.
Ugh. Wednesdays are the worst.
I'd say Tuesday's the worst.
No way. Why?
Just because Wednesday, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? You're closer. Tuesday is like you've already worked on Monday and then it's so far away, you know? Tuesday's not a good day.
Okay. I see what you're saying, but maybe at least for my job, just Wednesday, it's smack in the middle and you're just like...
You got a job where you don't really do anything, though. So that's where it's bad.
No, I sit for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the worst thing about... Well, you wake up to an alarm, don't you?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing about waking up to an alarm?
The worst thing?
I would have to say the worst thing is like when you're in the middle of a good dream and then that alarm goes. You don't know what happens at the end of the
Actually, yeah, I had that this morning, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, now that you say it. That is bad.
It is. It's like, no.
Oh, my...
It's like you know, pressing stop on a movie before it ends.
Yeah,
know?
right? Yeah. I don't think my dream was that interesting, but I'd still like it to be resolved.
Dreams are never really interesting. Like when it's happening, you're like, oh my God, this is like the most amazing thing ever. But when you wake up and you think about it, it's like, that was just stupid.
God, don't you say it. Like, isn't it funny how, because dreams are legit just like an amalgamation of the thoughts you had during the day.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So,
or any thoughts over the week or the years or whatever.
Right. Yeah. But mine was really, I thought about all those things that previous day.
Really?
And it was all culminating in the one dream. Wow. Weird. Okay.
If only there was if there was a machine or something that records visions of dreams, hey, and you could just watch it.
So I don't know.
Things that would go on.
I think that would take away from it though.
Yeah, but because you don't remember 90% of your dream or something. You only remember snippets. The bits that I really remember is the bits where I sort of, you know, when you sort of turn over in your sleep or when you're sort of half awake. Those are the bits that you remember.
Yeah.
When you're in deep sleep, you lose all memory of all of that.
Yep. Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Not that much news this week, just because we recorded about 4 days ago. But I do want to bring up the new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer.
Again, huh?
There's a new trailer, a new 2-minute trailer. We should do what we did last week. Just pause it, watch it, come back and talk about it.
Have you watched it?
I've watched it twice. Oh no, I just watched it once. I read something about it and then I watched it.
Okay.
So let's pause and we'll be back. Okay, fresh from the trailer. What are your thoughts?
I like the music. How cool's the music?
Yeah, it is pretty cool actually. I didn't think of it really.
No,
to be
well,
honest.
I'm guessing that's just like the typical every battle music.
Yeah, every battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, all the Pokemon look really cool.
Yeah.
All the Pokemon that have been announced. We saw Beware, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
A Mimikyu.
Yeah, and you're saying there's a pretty cool story behind that. Sounds like it.
Yeah. What I heard is it's this Pokemon. It's like a ghost. Is it a ghost?
I think it's a ghost.
Yeah, it's this Pokemon who's quite jealous of Pikachu because Pikachu receives so much love and everyone thinks it's so cute and everything, and it's trying to look like that. So it's kind of like this thing where it's trying to be something it's not, and it's quite sad. Sad story actually. What other Pokemon there was? It's
whatever
just some random
whatever
ones.
that first one, Wimpod or whatever it was.
Wimpod, yeah.
Wimpod.
Looks
It
pretty
like
weak.
yeah, weak, and you lower it to like very low health, and it can just run away by itself. That looks annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Just-
at the end, it had some new features in there, so you can host your own competitions now.
Uh-huh.
So it'd probably be, you can host your own battle royale if you want, or something like that. And the biggest thing in there that was the hyper training. So what I read about this, which is it's an item that you get from someone later on in the game, where you can strengthen your level 100 Pokemon. So when you get a level 100 Pokemon, you can raise its stats still. So that's pretty cool.
Wonder how that's gonna. I'm not big into competition style Pokemon, but I guess that would change everything now.
Well, I mean, I suppose it favors it gives those players who put hundreds and hundreds of hours into playing Pokemon, it gives them an advantage. If you're going to put the time and effort into it, then you can really raise those levels of those Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, looks good. Impressed.
Yeah. Just like we were saying this a couple of days ago when we recorded, it's just how frequently are they going to keep putting these out?
I know. I was saying like, oh, that should be the last one for a while, but yeah, a week later and we got a new one. So.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They just keep doing it, and they're pretty much revealing all the Pokemon before the game comes out. We're probably going to have no surprises left.
Yeah. See, I didn't want that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not like to be honest, like if we weren't reporting this for the podcast, I wouldn't personally go out and seek and watch.
yeah.
The video
I don't
myself.
think I'd be watching them either. I'd be watching sort of gameplay trailers, but trailers that sort of announce new Pokemon, I wouldn't be watching. I don't think.
Yeah. I'm not against them. I'm
Yeah.
just against them how frequently they're dropping them.
Yeah,
But that's not to say it's hindering my wanting to purchase this game.
yeah,
I doubt anyone's going to think, oh, there's too much coverage of Pokemon, I'm not going to get it.
yeah.
now.
Exactly. This is different to what they've done anyway. So we've never had this much. So don't complain about it.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So have you been playing anything over this week since we last talked?
Wow, I don't think so. Hey,
No games.
no, I've been really busy this week. So yes, no games.
I have been back onto my Xbox.
Yep.
I'm having a bit of an Xbox phase at the moment, which is sort of rare because I'm usually having Nintendo phases. But I've been off Nintendo for a while. I'm back on the Xbox horse. I've got quite a few games on there that I haven't even touched, which I'm trying to get into right now. So the big three that I've got on my Xbox that I played just a couple of hours into were Assassin's Creed Syndicate, The Witcher 3, and Fallout 4. Fallout I've played about 20 hours, but yeah, not much of it in the scale of how big that game is. I tried Fallout 4 first. I really can't get back into that game at all. I really tried. I just don't think I can.
Okay.
I tried a bit of Witcher 3, but what really got me was Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
I'm back into it.
Okay.
And I've been playing it every day, a few hours every day, and yeah, I'm really liking it. Hey, and it's really making me want to pick up Assassin's Creed Unity, the one that I missed in 2014. Yeah. So,
I mean, I would Assassin's Creed Unity must be like $15 at this point, right?
I think it's still $40.
No way.
Well, on the Xbox Store, it's still $40.
Oh.
I don't know about the in-game. I've got it up right here. Actually, I might look it up.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be about $15-$20. Anyway, like if you, I'd probably play 2-player with you. Is it the whole game that's $25? It's alright.
Yeah, $25 if I go pick it up.
Is it the whole game that's co-op, or is it only certain sections of the game?
So certain sections, and I'm pretty sure you can do them single player, can't you? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And it's those things where you have to go into the building sort of stealthily and everything, right?
But yeah.
But I think I'm in for a pretty big wait when I put it in, because there's a big patch or something that you have to install.
Probably.
Yeah. But I read a review the other day, like it was Assassin's Creed Unity 1 year later, because of course everyone knows about the problems it had when it first came out. now I don't think there are any issues at all. They've fixed them all, but it still has that sort of stain on everybody. Everybody sort of
people were really quick to rip it apart. Hey,
and I think the reviewers who gave it sort of low scores, they've all redone their reviews based on what the game actually is now, just because there's no real bugs anymore. It's all sort of mid-7 range, and the main complaint is just sort of a lack of I don't know, a story. It's got a story, but it's not sort of compelling at all. So
I mean, to be honest, like out of all the settings Assassin's Creed could be in, the French Revolution probably sounds the most interesting to me.
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Like the streets of Paris and stuff in that setting. Awesome.
They've got all the, I forgot what it's called, sort of the tunnels underneath the city as well, that you can go through and explore and everything. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and I was looking at gameplay and everything. I mean, the graphics even looked a bit better than Syndicate, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, Syndicate's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's just that, the setting of London, you know, I'm not going to enjoy it as much as the setting of Paris, you know.
Sure. All right. Well, actually, just remembering, there is one game that I did play on Sunday night. So I haven't played any games since Sunday night. Man, it feels like I'm back at school again. Not allowed to play games. So I finished Red Dead Redemption. I'm in a kind of phase where I need to finish my back catalog.
Yeah.
Which is ever growing. One of those games that is Batman Arkham Knight, which actually isn't mine. I have it on loan from my cousin ever since like the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So I dug it back up, and I thought I probably could get rid of it in maybe 20 hours or something. I'm probably 5 hours into it now. I'm just so sick of the Batman games. This is the fourth one.
You should probably wait maybe a year or two even to play it, like, because you've played all of them in a row, haven't you?
No, not in a row. I had breaks between them all.
Oh, okay.
And they've all been. Probably the last one I played Origins was maybe a year, even a year and a half ago now. And Arkham Knight is just. It's cool. It's new. It's better graphics, but it's just the same thing again.
That's exactly the same way. I mean, when I played all those Assassin's Creed games, and then I had that big break from Unity and from Syndicate, and now I'm just getting back into it now. So what's that? That's like a 2.5 year break, pretty much. So yeah, maybe you should have waited maybe another year or something.
No, maybe. I just want to get rid of it because I just want to find out what happens in the game.
Yeah.
I'm past the point of being interested in the gameplay at this point. It's still good, engaging gameplay, but I'm so sick of it. Yeah. So I'm just in it for the story. And I'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's something yet to come that will just really grab me and pull me through. But there hasn't been that yet so far.
So I did go to EB Games yesterday afternoon. Because you know how our conversation... Last episode we were talking about the old PS3 games and the Xbox 360 games. And I'm really on the search for the original Mass Effect. Mm-hmm. Did I mention this last time?
I think you did.
Yeah. So
that's really annoying.
That is really annoying. Okay. So I'm on the search for the original Mass Effect. I looked it up online. You can only buy the original Mass Effect in the trilogy for the PS3 because they didn't sell it separately. Mm-hmm. So I looked it up online. I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked it up on eBay. It's there for about $100 if I want to spend $100 on the original Mass Effect.
On PlayStation?
On PlayStation. Well, because it's rare to find.
So you said they didn't even release it at all?
No. It comes in a trilogy pack.
Oh. Okay.
So,
You're saying the trilogy pack is rare to find?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And I went to EB Games and asked if he had the trilogy pack. But he said no. But he said I think they sell them individually now. I was like, even better. But then no EB Games around anywhere sells it. So pretty much you got to wait for someone to trade it in. So
no, can't you just buy it on the online?
On eBay?
No, on the PlayStation. No. As a digital.
Oh yeah, you can, but I want my physical copy.
Well, do you want to be waiting this long and pay close to $100 for it?
I suppose, yeah.
No, that's not worth it. You've already got 2 of the box copies behind you.
I know. I just want a box copy. Maybe I can steal. Maybe I can get a, what is it called? Just a case and print out the front cover and put it in there.
Didn't you do that for? Oh, I thought you did that for
I
something
did
else.
that for because I was pretty bad OCD. I did that for the covers where the platinum covers with the grey sides.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so I could have the actual banner, proper banner. So I printed out the American banner.
Oh yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah, I got rid of them because I needed to toughen up. So
Well, I'm glad. Scott, please
I thought I got rid of the message.
put your phone on your pocket like I do.
Okay, all right. It'll be fine. I won't get messages anymore.
Really?
It'll be
Because
right. It'll be right.
you're leaving your phone right there.
It's all good. It's all good.
If it happens again,
What are you gonna do?
I'll walk away.
You
This
can't.
podcast
you
is
ca-
so
You
unprofessional.
cannot leave this podcast.
We've got everything so professional looking. Microphones are set up, and yet you're leaving your phone on the desk.
It means I'm important. I'm getting messages.
All right, I am too, but you don't see me.
What's next on the list? Okay. So, there was some dude said something about the NX, why it wasn't there at E3. Forgot who it was, but someone important over at Nintendo. He said, quote, the NX was not revealed at E3 because they were worried about imitators.
What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means they were worried that Sony or Microsoft could steal their idea of what the NX was. Which is a little stupid because Sony and Microsoft are about to release new consoles. So they've already got their ideas planned and ready for the next, 6 years. I don't think you should be worried about imitators.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it also says Nintendo are pretty confident in their idea that Sony and Microsoft would try to steal it.
Yeah, and I feel like Nintendo shouldn't have. Personally, I feel like Nintendo shouldn't have to explain themselves for not revealing a console at E3.
Do you think they had to say that though, or do you think that they just chose to say that? Were they being sort of forced to say that by so many people asking, where is it? Why didn't you show it?
All these dumb media outlets probably forced their hand a little bit, but it's the media outlets for being dumb and not just being patient and just not realizing E3 is Nintendo's thing anymore. You can tell that by the years gone by.
It could be that statement could be just sort of a media ploy as well to get people hyped about what the hell is this thing that they're so sort of secret about. I mean, it's got me hyped just thinking, what the hell could it be if they're worried about Nintendo? I mean, they're worried about Microsoft and Sony stealing that idea.
Yeah. And it's to be honest, it's working. The long, drawn out extension of what NX could be, because the very long, drawn out thing of what Zelda could be, that was
It seems to be their new trend now.
Yeah, and then the biggest talking point of E3 was the Zelda game.
Yeah.
You keep hearing Zelda winning E3 awards, and the most tweeted about YouTube game during E3 was Zelda.
Yeah.
It works.
And well, they obviously wouldn't want the NX there as well, just because Zelda was there. They wouldn't want to overshadow that.
Yeah.
So, Zelda wouldn't have been as big as it was if NX was there. It would have just been sort of another game. Also, they'd probably want people to buy the Zelda Wii U version. If people see what the NX is, they'll probably be like, screw Wii U.
Oh, but they're coming out the same day.
Are you sure that's going to happen, though? Is that still set? The Wii U version's coming out on the same day? So by the time we know about what NX is, Zelda Wii U, the Wii U version, that'll come out after.
No, the same time.
No, but by the time obviously we're going to know what NX is before it comes out.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people like
I'm
me.
still holding you to this as well. You said you're going to buy Zelda on Wii U and NX.
Absolutely.
All right.
I want 2 copies. I'll play it twice.
All right.
They're the same experience, but I like it.
I don't know. I'm holding you to that, hey.
I will. I absolutely will.
Is it just like a collector's thing for you?
Yeah, because we've said this many times. The Wii U version will become a collector's
What are you going to
item.
do? Are you going to frame it or something? Or?
No, I'm going to play it. Screw that.
No, leave it unopened.
Ugh, I hate people who do that. People who buy...
Do you know how much money you could get for that later on?
No, I don't want the money for it. I want to own it and play it and enjoy it. Why do people... For example, people buy those pop vinyl things
they're ridiculous.
and just keep them in the box. Why? Amiibos keep them in the box.
I hate
Why?
those, yeah. Amiibos, I mean, I don't understand why they keep those things in the boxes, but to be honest, but man, those pop vinyl things, man, I hate them.
They're
hate
annoying.
them.
Yeah. To be honest,
Like if you know people want to go out and buy one of those statues of something to keep on the desk or their shelf or something, buy something that looks sort of realistic. Like I got a Goku and Vegeta statue right behind you. They look freaking awesome.
they're a bit expensive.
It doesn't matter. It's not like this little chibi
Yeah.
thing,
Well, I bought a Goku pop vinyl for my desk at work, but I'm on the outlook for something like that.
Yeah.
Because you bought them in Japan.
Yeah, you got to go to Japan. That's where it's at.
Yeah, and I came across a really cool shop in Melbourne back at the start of the year when I was there that sold stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was so this close to buying a cool figure like that of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and it was pretty well priced as well. But I didn't want to get damaged on the way home.
I think those worked out to be about maybe $25 Australian.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Like 25 each, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Xbox One S, the reveal of the release date has been August 2nd, which is...
My birthday.
Oh, it is too. Holy crap. Yeah, so that's 13 days away. I'm going to get it.
What? No, you're not.
I am, yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, one of the main reasons is that at the moment my Xbox is, well, both of our Xboxes, it's fucking massive, and it doesn't really fit anywhere in my room. Like it's on this shelf right now, but we're getting rid of that shelf, and there's going to be nowhere to put it. So the new Xbox can stand up, so it's a lot more mobile. You can do a lot more things with it. Also, it's 2 terabytes, whereas my Xbox is 500 gigs.
You buy a hard drive for it?
Yeah, I bought a hard drive, but you got to put that next to it as well.
What are you going to do with that hard drive?
You got to turn the power off all the time as well, just because the hard drive flashes all the time.
Yeah.
The light flashes.
What are you going to do with that hard drive then?
I don't know. I'll keep it there in case I need it one day if I run out of the 2 terabyte space.
Can I buy it off you?
What are you asking for?
Because I need a new hard drive at the moment. We'll talk about this later.
Are we doing business here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we will talk about this later. We'll negotiate.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it. There's the normal model, which is $549, and that's the 2 terabyte. Yeah, so I think there is a 1 terabyte version that comes out later, but this is the 2 terabyte one.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But there's no point getting the 1 terabyte. It may as well go all out. There's a 2 terabyte normal console that's $549, and then there's the Gears of War 4 edition, which is $599, and you get the game as well.
And it comes out in October.
Oh right, didn't see it. It's a month later. So yeah,
2 months later.
So fuck that.
Gears of War is boring anyway.
Yeah, and it looks like a shitty console anyway. You may as well get the white one. The white's a better color anyway. I'd rather a white console than a black console.
I agree.
So,
but does it go with any of your stuff though?
Who cares? Okay, it looks fucking sexy. All right.
Yeah, but you and your OCD shit.
Yeah, no, but I'll have like this glossy white shelf anyway, like this stuff.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does it fit with? Yes.
It's gonna look good.
All right. Click on it. I want to see it a bit. That's coming out really quickly, actually.
Yeah, I did not expect.
Hang on. Wait, yeah, are you gonna trade in your old Xbox?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say as well. You trade in your old Xbox, you get about $200 off, $180 off.
Yeah, because that price point of what $550.
Yeah.
Normally, that's expensive.
Well, that's what you paid for, the original Xbox, isn't it?
That's what I paid for my Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean,
But that came with Halo 5, and it was a limited edition one.
I think I paid $499 maybe. I don't understand how the prices are so similar. It's only been 3 years. This is it's a better looking console. It's smaller. It's got the big brick thing inside. It's like it's supposed to be high dynamic range, so the colors are much better. It's got 4K Ultra HD compatible with it, but it's still the same price as that original Xbox that we got 3 years ago. Why couldn't they just do this at the beginning? I just don't understand. Do you reckon they planned for this?
For sure. It's people like you. It's marketing to people like you who bought the 500 gigabyte one, ran out of space in the first 2 months.
I just don't understand.
I love the controllers.
Yeah, the controllers look sweet, but if they planned for this is so ridiculous. You know, it just makes me angry. Well, why not come out with this? Firstly, I think they would have sold more consoles if they first came out with this one. I reckon.
I don't know. How big is the PS4?
I'm not sure. I think it's a lot bigger than this. I think this one's.
But PS4 doesn't have the brick.
No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, I think I'm going to get it. 13 days away. I'll pick it up.
You gonna get one for my birthday?
No.
Oh.
The only question I have is I've got half my games on the hard drive, half my games on the console. How do you get all of them onto a new console?
Ooh, don't ask me. Can't you put them all in the cloud?
How long will that take?
Better start now.
Do you know I've been, you know that game The Crew? It was free on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
I've been downloading that for about a week now. It's only 20 gigs. Like, when I download stuff on my computer, it's fine. On my Xbox, for some reason, it's so slow. It's ridiculous.
No idea.
I just don't get it. And I've got 4 games on there trying to download right now.
Maybe that's your problem.
No,
Just do
it's
at a
one.
time.
It is one at a time, but there's 3 in the queue.
My God.
Yeah.
Just to leave it on overnight.
Yeah, but the problem is, you know, it's in the bedroom, and you know, when you're trying to sleep. So
Oh, you reckon this will be quieter? Even if that's possible?
maybe. What if it's loud? That's gonna be an issue.
Remember how loud the original Xbox was?
Yeah, I do remember actually.
God. We thought that was quite bad.
But wasn't that just because it was quite old, or was that just how it was?
I'm sure it got worse
Didn't
over
it get
time.
loud? Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
louder over time. Like this computer right now is loud, but
Yep.
when I bought it, it was silent. You know.
Yeah. Oh, what about... Like, the N64 never made a sound.
No, because it's cartridge device.
Yeah, that's true. What if... Yeah, that original Xbox, that was a...
God, I hope NX is cartridge.
I do too. Yeah.
God, it's gonna be good.
That'd be really cool.
Let's move into some questions.
Oh, it's your turn.
It is my turn, but I didn't have enough time to write would you rather questions, so they're just sort of some basic questions for you. Okay, with
Okay.
a little bit of news dropped in there as well. The last 2 questions have a bit of news in there.
All right.
So first question: what would be your most desired MMO world?
MMO?
Like a world to have an MMO, right?
Like an existing... Like a franchise already existing or something?
Yeah, anything.
Right.
So what would make you want to play an MMO, you know? What would have to come out?
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
My instant thought was actually Dragon Ball Z, but I think they kind of almost very basically did that in Xenoverse, in the hub world.
It's just the hub world though.
Yeah.
You need like the actual world that they live in, you know? The
Yeah.
actual map.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. What about, and this is our topic later on, The Simpsons?
No, non-MMO. That wouldn't work. I think... I don't know if I'd want that.
Explore Springfield.
Yeah, but
MMO.
in an MMO kind of style? No.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want... MMOs are shit, so...
Yeah. I've never ever touched an MMO.
yeah.
But out of the ones to come out and for me to see reviews of or whatever, is one called I'm pretty sure it's called The Secret World. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And it's not fantasy it's fantasy, but not medieval World of Warcrafty stuff. It's based in a modern world, but there's magic involved and there's diplomacy. I don't know. It's fantasy in a modern...
You're selling it.
Yep. I don't know. It's a pretty old game, but I hate fantasy. I hate Game of Thrones. I don't hate Game of Thrones. That's why I prefer, I would prefer Fallout over the Skyrim. You know?
Oh man, I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah. Anyway.
What would your what would your most desired remaster be? It's a game that you've always wanted remastered for the current generation.
It would have been BioShock, but that's happening.
Right. Well, yeah, you got what you wanted there.
and it would have been Twilight Princess, but that happened.
So what? Your dreams have been fulfilled?
I feel like
It all come to fruition?
Well, Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a straight port,
Yeah.
would be enough.
Just a backwards compatibility
Yeah.
or something. It would have been Red Dead, but that kind of happened.
Just a port.
Yeah, but still,
It's that, yeah.
it looks great.
Yeah.
Think of Nintendo things.
Well, I'll mention a few of mine that I thought. I would love a remastered Ezio collection.
Yeah, actually,
So the 3 Assassin's Creed games for
Yeah.
Ezio. I would love Mass Effect collection, 1, 2, and 3 remastered. I would love the original 3 Mario parties. And also I wouldn't mind Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 collection.
Okay.
So mine are sort of just collections. I couldn't think of any sort of, just a single, like a game, like one single game worthy of a remaster. I would have said Skyrim, but that's already happening. So
you've wanted this for a very long time. I would probably say Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
But that game, I just most recently watched a speedrun of it, so I saw the game getting played again. It still looks incredible to this day.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, sure, like it's a bit jaggy and it's a bit.
But everyone can, everyone. That's what everyone talks about. Everyone can imagine how beautiful that will look on a Wii U.
Yeah,
Remastered to a Wii. Oh, that would just be, because it's in this tropical world and
yeah,
it's got lots of water and everything.
such a great game.
You know what I was actually watching the other day? I was watching gameplay of Zelda Wind Waker. My God, that is a beautiful game.
It is.
Like, that is the best looking game I've ever seen. Hey,
That's really.
like, it is so good to look at.
Yeah.
And it's,
the HD one.
Yeah, it's just timeless.
Yeah.
Like that will look good 10 years from now.
Yeah, Nintendo is so good at that.
Yeah.
Like my best example is Mario 3D World. I think it's called on the Wii U. Hands down, the best graphical game to exist. Because, like you said, that game will look good 10, 15 years later.
Yeah.
Whereas, let's say Fallout 4, that looks old already.
Yeah.
That looked old when
I
it
know.
came out.
When I put it on the other day, I was like, "This is fucking ugly."
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand looking at this crap.
Well, okay, let's
And then
maybe...
you put on The Witcher, and it's like it looks a lot better.
Sure, okay, let's maybe take it, let's say Uncharted 4, probably one of the best most realistic looking games I've probably seen in most recent time. 5 years, that's going to look garbage.
I'd give it a bit longer. I mean, the original Uncharted games still look alright.
Yeah.
Not
But
bad.
it's just the case of cartoon and stylistic graphics over realism. One lasts way longer than the other. So
That's what you get when you invest in that.
that's what you get when you're a Nintendo fan.
What would be your most desired sequel to a game? Mine would have to be an Elder Scrolls 6
Yeah.
and Mass Effect 4, which is coming, but yeah.
I'm going to be boring and say Red Dead.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that, actually.
Yeah. I wish you'd tell me these in advance.
No, that's the whole point. You got to think on your feet.
Yeah, but it's boring. It's silence.
People love the silence. It's suspenseful.
Well, I had...
You look good when you think.
I know what happens. I know the story of The Last of Us because it's a game I'm never...
I actually don't know how that ends, to be honest.
No?
I never finished it.
Yeah. Because it's a PlayStation game. I know I own no PlayStations.
Yeah.
It's a game I'll never touch. So
So you watched it.
I did.
Yeah.
And I wish I played it, to be honest.
Hmm.
But it's still an awesome story. I would love to see a sequel to that.
Yeah. I think that'll come eventually.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
You'll think of something probably tomorrow.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Now these last two questions have a bit of a news story behind them. So, last week we talked about all the Pokemon Go craze, and I read a bunch of headlines of fucking stupid people running into cars and all that. There's a new headline that I saw. Man shoots at Pokemon Go players thinking they were thieves. My question is, would you do that? If you saw someone trespassing on your property, would you shoot them?
Yes. In a perfect world.
If I had a gun, I'd probably shoot in their direction. I wouldn't aim at them, but yeah.
I'm sure that's Like, what country are we talking about? What region?
It
what province?
must be the northern parts of America.
Yeah. I get. Yeah. I keep saying this.
That'd piss me off. People jump in your backyard. Like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, there's a Pokemon over here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a very poor on Dratini.
Get the fuck off, Barlow.
Did you see that video of hundreds of people swarming Central Park, finding a?
No.
There's a, because it must work like you get notifications of where rare Pokemon spawn, or you get word of mouth kind of thing. So it's at nighttime and someone's just filming on their phone of hordes, like groups of people just coming to Central Park, just all heads down like this on their phone, it's actually scary looking because that's what the future is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But
Everyone just heads down on their phone, walking in synchronization with each other. It's like we're being brainwashed.
Yeah, that's the scary. Like thinking about it, that's scary. Hey.
And on TV last night there was another Pokemon Go story. This one was a positive spin actually. It was like, people going out and supporting local businesses and but all the footage they had filmed was just kids walking around heads down on their phone. I hate seeing that. God, I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Pokemon Go craze. When will it end? Probably won't. It's here to stay.
Yeah, it's here to stay. Do you think we're getting brainwashed though? Isn't this the story of like there's a Futurama episode like this?
I don't know.
I think there's something subliminal happening.
Calm down. Pokemon can't do that. Pokemon makes people happy.
Yeah, in a weird kind of way.
Sticking on the Pokemon topic, and sticking on how crazy it's gotten and how popular it's gotten, even more popular than before. Pokemon, the word, has been added to the dictionary on dictionary.com. My question to you is, what word would you add if you had the choice? Also on that story, ghosting was added. Just letting you know.
What the hell's ghosting?
You know, when you walk closely behind someone without them finding out.
Didn't Hamish and Andy always used to do that?
Yeah, I think they created it.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. What word? I have a favourite word, but I keep forgetting what it is. And when people mention it, every now and again, I'm like, that's my favourite word. But it's a word in the dictionary. It's like a proper word. What am I saying?
Yeah, what would you add, dickhead?
Yeah. I don't know.
I would add, like, abbreviations of words like love, L-U-V. And I would add...
something like ruffle in there or something?
Yeah. Ruffle. And falafel.
I don't know. That's a dumb question.
It's not actually dumb. It's relevant.
Okay.
Thought you would have had something good for me, but you let me down.
No, I mean, the words I use in every day are words, not make-believe words.
Skizrim. When I got into my Skyrim phase, and I've always played Skyrim, I'm like, oh, Skizrim.
You sometimes call, if you're just talking quickly, you say, play some pokes.
Oh, true. Pokes, yeah. Gonna play some pokes, yeah.
Well, we've got Pokemon in there. Take it one step further. Pokes,
yep. I'd love that.
Do people still use dictionaries?
I think just mainly on their phones.
Yeah. I use it like the built-in one on Mac when you've got like.
I didn't know there was. I usually just Google, and then type in define and then whatever word.
Well, if you do it here,
up.
I'll show you right here. If you get a word, and then you can double click and then right click it, and then look up. It comes up with a little.
Oh.
All right, it doesn't work on your computer, but it works.
My computer's old. Do you know when I got this?
You were still in grade 12, weren't you?
Yeah, 2008.
Wow.
This computer's 8 years old, and it's still looking.
Still
fantastic.
runs really well, yeah.
Yeah.
It runs better than my work computer.
Well, it would. I spent a lot of money on this. Probably $2,000, I think.
Gets our videos out there.
Yeah, it does everything. Well, let's move on to our topic, Jake. And you love this topic, don't you?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about The Simpsons. And not just about the show, The Simpsons, but we're going to talk about where the hell is a new Simpsons game? And if there was one, what would be our ideal Simpsons game? What would we want from a Simpsons game?
This is the 4-1-1, folks, after all.
It is true, yeah. You know, our new intro has got Mo in it, so we have to do something to do with Simpsons. So, yeah. We've got a new image as well that's actually on here. What do you think of the image?
Has it been published yet? Or it's about to?
Well, it'll be on the video as we are speaking right now.
I do like it.
A bit more cartoony, you know, a bit more easygoing in the eyes.
Yeah, easy going.
Compared to that one.
I think people will enjoy it. I enjoy it.
It's good. So, a Simpsons game, Jack. We spoke before. A Simpsons MMO, is that out of the question? You wouldn't want that?
Yeah, it's a bit dumb.
I wrote down a few other ideas. What would you say about a Simpsons Smash Bros game? So you have all the characters from The Simpsons in there. Well, not all. You know, the main ones, about 50 of them in there or something. What would you say about that?
I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy that a lot.
In the style of Smash Bros, or more of a Tekken kind of thing?
I kind of feel like that Tekken style kind of already exists in a way. There's probably like a crappy Super Nintendo game of that. Or like at least an arcade version. I'm sure something like that exists. But I would say more Smash Bros style. I'm sure most people prefer that style.
Yeah. I reckon that'd be cool, hey?
That would...
Well, if there was a Smash Bros style Simpsons game, what would be some characters that you know how they did the character reveals? Obviously, you're gonna have you know all your Simpsons characters, your Ned, Chief Wiggum, Mo, all those guys, like the main ones. What would be some surprise reveals?
You mean still staying in the Simpsons though, or do what Smash Bros do and get outside of Nintendo a little bit?
Well, it'll be all Simpsons characters.
Okay.
But what would be some surprise reveals? Like characters you wouldn't expect to be in there, you know? The three-eyed fish?
No. I'm trying to think of his name. What's his name?
What about that guy? Maybe we're thinking of the same one.
Scorpio?
No, not Scorpio. I don't know who that
Hank
is.
Scorpio. Hank Scorpio.
Oh, Hank Scorpio. I don't know him.
No? Well, he's a cameo for only one episode.
Oh, okay.
Favorite one episode character ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Would Duffman be in there?
Ooh. Probably not the main character. You know how Smash Bros have those trophies?
Oh, yeah.
He's probably one of them.
What about that guy who was only in one episode, but he died at the end?
He died at the end.
It's one of the older seasons. You know, he works with Homer, and he's like he's yelling at Homer. He gets really angry at Homer because he's so careless. And
Frank Grimes.
Yeah, Frank Grimes. Would he be in there?
Again, probably not a main. Or could you imagine people say, "I main Frank Grimes"?
Yeah.
I main Bumblebee Man. God, I don't know.
Or what? Mole Man?
Mole Man. Yeah, he's got to be in there.
He's got to be in there. What about all the kids though? Like, would there be maybe?
You got to have Millhouse.
Two different sections of the game. There's like a kids tournament, and then there's an adult tournament or something.
Yeah, because there are a lot of kids.
There's heaps of kids.
You have
3DS version is just kids.
Yeah. Rod and Todd will be like ice climbers.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You'd have a few of those things where maybe all of Apu's kids,
yeah,
in the one thing, or just tag team them out. You know,
yeah, that's good. Or like, yeah, there would just be one of Apu's kids, but each skin is each different kid.
Yeah.
You change the.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So many ideas. Let's make this game right now, Scott.
I know we could. Why haven't they made it already? You know, it would be a seller. It would have to be.
Why haven't they made a Simpsons game in a long time?
I know.
It's been. I don't know if you looked up the date. Last Simpsons game was that 2008. 7.
Was it the game that was called the Simpsons game?
Yeah.
I think that was 2008.
Yeah.
So it's been a good 8 years.
I guess the last one to come out after that was Simpsons Tapped Out,
which I've never heard of.
No, it's on your mobile game. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's a mobile game, Jack.
All right. Well, let's make this game right now, Scott.
I know, we could. Why haven't they made it already? You know, it would be a seller.
No, well, the Simpsons game. We only ever had 3 Simpsons games. We had Simpsons Road Rage, Simpsons Hit and Run, and the Simpsons game.
Yeah.
All 3 are fantastic games.
Well, the first 2 are sort of car-based, lots of vehicles. Or what about a Simpsons sort of kart game, like a Mario Kart thing? So where it's just racing.
Yeah. Nah.
What would you say about Simpsons sort of turned into a Mario kind of thing where it has all these different sport titles? It's got Simpsons tennis, Simpsons golf, that kind of thing.
If it were to do that, I'd not like individual titles. I'd just like to bundle it all together.
Like an Olympic kind of thing?
Not as bad though.
Yeah, no like sort of button mashing events kind of thing.
No, just like bundle like tennis, golf.
See, I don't know. That would feel kind of cheap to me. I reckon no. Have you know that golf game that Bart plays?
Oh my god. Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
Yeah. They should actually call it that, but it's just an actual Simpsons golfing game where it's got all the Simpsons characters, and it's actually really good. Golfing mechanics and whatever. Imagine that, hey.
If I could own a copy of Lee Carvello's. Yeah. Oh, and they should release Bone Storm as well.
Oh yeah, Bone Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Another one I had down was a Simpsons apocalypse game, it's sort of like Dead Rising, kind of Dead Island Simpsons game where it's just zombies, but you're in Springfield and you got to sort of run away and do missions like that. What do you reckon?
I think you're thinking too much into this.
Hey, I'm giving ideas here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, I wouldn't like that.
So I think the main thing that you're sort of after is just something like Hit and Run. Or just an open world Simpsons game.
Something like
like a GTA Simpsons game kind of thing.
Yep. Which was kind of like Hit and Run. And then there's the kind of like Simpsons game which had an open world element but also had levels to it, which is kind of like South Park Stick of Truth. Just give me South Park Stick of Truth Simpsons version.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah.
But like we were saying last time, that Stick of Truth, it's like the 2D kind of game.
Oh yeah.
And we were saying that would not work for The Simpsons. Like this 2D visual thing, it's got to be like a 3D thing, Like in terms of graphics, we were saying that it'd be awesome to have a Simpsons game which looked like the cartoon, but you can't have that because that'd be 2D.
Yeah.
So it obviously wouldn't work like that.
Yeah. The games being in 3D have to still come across as the cartoon, but they come across, well, the older ones at least come across as almost not claymation, kind of just odd 3D model.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird seeing them in that like that. But like we said, it's been 6 years. No, 8 years. 8 years.
What can they do?
Yeah.
We usually get one for every console.
Yeah. God, it's been weird. Why not? It's not like The Simpsons are. It's not like The Simpsons are a thing of the past anymore.
No, it's still current. Still going. So I don't know.
Have you seen all those things? Simpsons always predict the future.
No.
It's a Facebook thing. On Facebook.
What predict what happens in the show?
They put something in the show which eventually happens in the real world. So, for example, right. They did this thing where they predicted Donald Trump would become president, and it's the weirdest thing. I'm not. God, I wonder if it's real or not. Anyway, but it was like Donald Trump coming down the escalator, waving to everyone, and people behind this barrier, like holding up posters and stuff. And then cut to a real world film footage of that.
Yeah.
Donald Trump coming down the escalator, people holding posters behind him. It looks shot for shot real.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't know how real that is, but yes.
That's strange.
What were we talking about? Simpsons games.
Okay, if there was a Simpsons game in the style of GTA, you're not allowed to have a Simpsons character, like Homer, Marge, or Bart, or whatever, as the main playable character, who would it be?
Mo.
A Mo Sizlak, adventure. Who would be sort of, it'd obviously have to be someone like, if it's a GTR style game, someone to do with crime.
Yeah.
What's that?
Snake.
Oh, yeah, Snake.
Snake.
That'd be sick.
I could play a whole game of Snake.
Yeah.
Or you could say Snake obviously being the criminal. You could flip it on its side. You could be Lou and Lou, Eddie, and Chief Wiggum.
What about those crime bosses, the mafia dudes?
Fat Tony.
Yeah, Fat Tony. He could be like one of those guys you go to get a mission from.
Yeah.
That'd
be cool.
That'd be cool. What about in the style of Rockstar's Bully game? You could play as Nelson.
I'd really like
in the school. Nelson and his gang. What are they called? What are their names? This creamed corn tastes like creamed crap.
No, I can't remember. I feel like it's.
Come on, didn't you go to a Simpsons trivia night?
I did. It's like, it's not curd. It's like
Turd.
Bernie, no.
Merd. Herd.
Oh, I can't remember. This is really killing me. Moving on.
So have you got any ideas of your own? I'm coming up with all right now.
I don't. I don't know. Look how I can't say anything. Like, I just want a Simpsons game.
I don't think I'd like a Simpsons game to come out in the style of that recent one, the Simpsons game.
You didn't like that?
It was sort of just a video game, like, how they try to make it just into like a video game where you do things, like...
That was the point of it.
I know.
It was making fun of itself.
Yeah, it was making fun of itself. It's like, an actual video game that, Bart or Milhouse would enjoy, that kind of thing. I don't know. It's just, I wouldn't like that.
To be honest, I think you didn't have to be a big Simpsons fan to enjoy it, but...
I mean, could you explore Springfield in that?
Yeah.
The whole of Springfield?
Yeah.
So it was an open world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
It was pretty small, but it was there.
The next Simpsons game that they make, if it is an open world style thing, they need to make Springfield fleshed out and huge,
Like,
I know in the anime, I mean, not the anime, the cartoon, I know it changes all the time, where things are. Like, it just randomly placed things, and then you're thinking, oh, that wasn't there in the last episode.
Yeah.
But, they should just try and set it out, like, try and match it as best as possible.
They could. I feel like at this point, that's thrown out the window by now.
Because there's so much sort of continuity issues.
Yeah.
I mean, what about across the road from the Simpsons house?
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to be like a mansion?
Yeah, it's like President Bush moved in there.
But is that still a mansion?
Not really a mansion.
Or like a really, really big house?
Yeah.
Really posh house? In every episode, does it still show that, do you think?
I feel like you don't see that side of the road.
Yeah.
And then it comes... I feel like the closest you got to actually, in the show at least, mapping out the Springfield was the Simpsons movie. You kind of got big aerial views of it and stuff. And
that's another thing. The Simpsons movie, when that was released, what year was that? 2008 as well?
6,
yeah,
7?
6 or 7. Yeah. I remember them saying that they weren't going to do another Simpsons movie until the show ends.
Yeah, I remember saying that too.
Because apparently it was way too much stress for them, like doing the movie and the cartoon at the same time.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I reckon when the show ends, whenever that is, there's going to be a plethora of movies.
Oh, really?
I reckon movie after movie with Simpsons. Maybe one a year, I reckon.
No, I hope they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I hope the movie is kind of like the last... Like, the show doesn't end the show, the movie ends the show.
Really? You don't want like a finale show that ends everything? But then a movie can just be some extra thing, extra stories or whatever.
No, you're right. I want that.
Yeah,
you're right.
The annoying thing is, I remember because you bought tried to buy all the seasons of Simpsons. I tried to start watching it from season 1, but there's no like proper first episode. It just sort of gets into it.
Yeah,
It's annoying.
yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's like the show had been running for a while, but they didn't add those episodes to the DVD or whatever. You know, it's weird.
It's kind of
It's like because it starts off in this Christmas episode. It's
Yeah.
like halfway through a season already. You know.
yeah, it's kind of like how Battlestar Galactica starts.
Well, that was because there was a miniseries.
Sure, but most people.
Yeah. I started there. I've never seen the miniseries.
Yeah.
So I really need to watch that again with the miniseries. That's a Christmas present you can buy for me.
You gonna trade it in?
No.
Yeah. It's it is annoying. Simpsons DVDs are no longer being created. Have to revert to digital copies now.
That's so annoying.
I hate.
Because you've got all of them on physically, you know.
Yeah.
Then you made a point of that. You know, if you knew this was going to happen, would you have bought all of those DVDs, or would you just do everything physical and keep them on a hard drive? I'd rather have everything like together, you know.
Yeah.
So if you knew these weren't going to come into DVD, you'd probably just get them all on a hard drive, you know.
Yeah. I hate having something half finished.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a shame. I've been collecting these DVDs. I remember the first trip I ever made to JB Hi-Fi. The first thing I bought was Simpsons DVD.
Which season did you buy first? Was it 1?
Either 1 or 2.
Because I'm doing the same thing with Pokemon. I'm collecting all the seasons, right? I would be gutted if they stopped releasing these DVDs.
Yeah.
Because the last one that just came out, it came out a few weeks ago. It was really late coming out, and I was like thinking, oh man, if they don't keep releasing these,
Got to support it.
I know. And the boxes all look the same at the moment as well, and it's up to season 19. You know, how long can they keep those boxes looking the same? You know, 10 years from now, they're still going to be the same. I don't know.
But the Simpsons had so much effort in the boxes. Remember, they had the normal boxes,
Yeah.
and then they had the limited edition ones figured around the heads.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish I bought now.
Yeah, but then you can't put them all together
I
on
suppose,
your shelf.
but they're
nicely.
collector's items now.
I guess so. Buy them on eBay. Something to put up next to your Wii U edition of Zelda. And hopefully they release some sort. I reckon you could go online and print out an actual full-size copy of the golf game cover.
Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
Yeah, I reckon you can do that, and then you should print it out and stick it into like a DVD case and put it up somewhere. You know, get it like a high-quality image of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they exist. Yeah, but I don't think it was supposed to be like 8-bit kind of crappy looking. The cover.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someone's recreated it to look, really real.
I wonder if there's someone's made like a flash game of it on the internet.
Yeah, that actually would be not that hard, some a new tattoo to think about maybe.
Maybe.
You've got 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your 4th.
4th soon, maybe next year.
Just get the Bone Storm logo as well.
Yeah, I think it's like a fist with something through it or something.
It's like a thunder or something. A thunder
a fist thunder and there's some blood or something. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Well, all in all, I truly believe that the best Simpsons game that I can think of right now is a Smash Bros. Version of The Simpsons. I reckon that'd be sick.
That'd be good.
Each with their own sort of abilities and everything, and some DLC characters coming out.
If
leave out some of the big ones and release them as DLC, why did you leave out Nelson? And he gets released as DLC. That'd be sick.
I think it would, what I said before, like Nintendo now getting Final Fantasy characters, or they had Snake from Metal Gear. It'd be kind of weird, jarring, kind of if the Simpsons put out a game like Smash Bros, but then they get like other characters from Fox series, like
Family Guy,
American Dad, King of the Hill.
Yeah, they would all look really different.
Yeah,
but what could work is Futurama characters because they're quite similar.
No, Futurama is owned by. Oh, is it still Fox? I thought it was Comedy Central now.
Well, it's the same person made the show, so
that wouldn't be a problem. Man, how good's Futurama?
Isn't there a Futurama game that came out not long ago?
I feel like that was a mobile game.
Oh, okay. All these fucking mobile games.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Everyone made like a big deal of it, but then it was like new Futurama game, and then it came out. It was like, oh, it's just a mobile game. Remember that one that was on PS2 Xbox? We never had it or played it. I just remember it was just like a 3D platformer kind of thing.
No.
That looked good.
What season is... How many seasons in Futurama?
7?
And that's it, hey? There's nothing else.
There's 4 movies as well.
Yeah. Do you own all of them?
I don't have the last season. So again, I don't know how it ends.
Because they originally did, 4 seasons and then stopped? And then did 3 more.
So it was 4 seasons, the 4 movies, and then the 3 seasons.
3 seasons, yeah. Do you reckon they'll ever go back?
God, I don't know. I feel like they'll do the movies again, if anything. God, Futurama was so good. It was so clever.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was a
know
good
what.
show, yeah.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's get straight into Nosh Shuffle. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I gotta go soon.
Okay, what are we going? So, for those new listeners, Nosh Shuffle is where Jake and I shuffle a list of 100 games that we played as kids from the years 1990 to 2009. And whatever game comes up, we're going to talk about it. So our shuffler has brought up number 34, and we're going to check out what game that is. Number 34 is The Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Elder Scrolls 3. So firstly, I think the first time we played this game, I was, 10. My friend, it was on the original Xbox, that's where we played it. Most people played it on PC, but this came out on the Xbox as well. My friend lent me this game on Xbox, and I brought it home, and we all played it for a bit. And we found it really difficult. And I just remember first, when you start the game, you come off a boat as a prisoner, and then you walk in, and then you get freed or something. You sort of sign a piece of paper, and you're free to roam the land after that. And we found it so difficult, like just not like understanding this game. Like it was completely new to us. We didn't really know what to do in an open world game. We were so overwhelmed that what we could explore anywhere we wanted to. We couldn't process that really. And the first mission we really got was to go to this town or this village or something, and it took like maybe 20 minutes or something to walk or run there, and we were like that's a huge journey.
I remember that, yeah, because
it's not linear at all.
No, and it took us ages because you had to follow street signs.
Yeah.
There were signposts.
That's
saying,
right.
"Go this way."
Every time you came up to a street sign or like a parted route, you had to read the street sign and which way to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
The combat was really difficult. Like as we were running there, you'd find these little sort of bug things or something, and you'd probably just die from one of them because we had trouble just hitting them.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah. No, but when we actually got to the village, I don't think we ever got further than that.
Not in terms of
Progress.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't really, we didn't really understand how sort of the mission log worked. If you press start, how to what your missions looked like or whatever. We didn't know how to progress anywhere. Most of the time, we just sort of free roamed and see how far we could get before dying.
Yep.
We always sort of got to this canyon area where those bloody big creatures that were flying in the air came down and swooped upon you. You try and run away, but there's no point. You're dead.
I remember that. So one of my best memories of this game was, I think it was you said.
One of your best memories is me?
Okay. No, you, because the game came with a map, obviously, in the cover.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had the map in there.
Yeah.
We hung it up somewhere.
Yeah. And you said, all right, let's try and get to the end of the map.
Oh, yeah.
Start the game fresh and try and make our ways to the end.
Yeah.
I feel like we almost got there, but there was it was like a gated off section
Yeah.
to get there, and we couldn't
But
go
how
any
good was
further.
that, like, the possibility of starting from the one shore and trying to get to the other shore and seeing how far we can get?
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no recollection of how long it lasted, but because I think there was sort of these paths that you couldn't go through, like those big walls, and you had to walk right around and everything. But yeah, there was a section that we just couldn't get past, I think.
Yeah.
So,
but we tried.
There was a massive section as well. It's sort of like this big sort of city over a lake. It's on a cliff or something.
Yeah,
It's like this high city or something.
I was just trying to remember the name of it. I think it starts with a V.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the name of it, but it's a huge city, and it's like the main focus point of the game.
I would love a remaster of Morrowind.
Really, out of all the Skyrim, it looked awful, and just the setting of it never.
Out of all of Elder Scrolls, do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the setting and.
I don't know. I enjoyed Morrowind. The setting of Morrowind. That was a good place.
It was the strangest. It was all alien like and a lot more nature filled. All the towns are really divert, really spread apart. Yeah, from what I can remember.
It's a, sort of a dark game, just like Skyrim. Skyrim's quite dark. Oblivion. Have you ever played Oblivion?
Never.
That's really bright.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. Sort of like a really bright game, like lots of green grass. Whereas Morrowind, yeah, really dirty and lots of dirt paths and everything. Quite lots of jungle areas as well. The thing that really impressed me with that game was the water graphics. Do you remember that?
No.
The water textures.
No.
Like it looked like real water. Like whenever I went in that water, it was just like amazing. It was cool. Back then, it was like water graphics. It was like And then I was actually recently looking at online footage of graphics comparison between Skyrim and Skyrim Special Edition that's coming out. And it was showing sort of the new sort of water graphics or what they are now. And I'm sure Morrowind's graphics look completely disgusting right now, but the memory I have of them looks better than anything,
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You don't want to touch that game now.
Yeah,
you just want to preserve that memory that you have.
Because I'm sure I'm going to be so disappointed if I look up gameplay of that.
Yeah. I remember,
I'm going to be gutted.
Recently, I watched a bit of a speed run of it, and it doesn't hold up at all. The game is broken, in terms of speed running and what you can glitch in it.
And combat as well. Like when you're sort of trying to aim at this little creature down below and you're trying to hit it, you always miss, even though you're aiming right at it. You've got to like sort of take a few steps back, and it's very broken.
Yeah,
but
because wasn't this the first Elder Scrolls game to go? I guess the Elder Scrolls games before this were all 8-bitty.
Yeah, very 8-bit. Yeah. They were open world, but I'm pretty sure that they were all sort of the maps were generated every time you went outdoors.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the first game where it's like an actual set map that they built, and that's what it is. And so it's a huge step up for Elder Scrolls, really.
Was it? Did Bethesda make every Elder Scrolls game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought they did what they did with Fallout, take over from Fallout 3, because Fallout 1 and 2 were made by different developers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Okay, never mind. I thought because Fallout 1 and 2 are completely different to what 3 and 4 are, so I thought Bethesda picked it up where the big change happened.
Yeah, it all pretty much started from 3. Like Elder Scrolls 3 and Fallout 3, they're like the first. So you don't go back and play Fallout 1 and 2 or Elder Scrolls 1 and 2.
Yep.
But yeah, I would really like to see maybe a Morrowind Oblivion remaster collection kind of thing.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool.
I would never play it.
I would.
Personally.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else you want to say about Morrowind?
No. Just that, we never really touched it.
I feel like I want to talk more because the music was so great, and right now the music is playing.
Like we said, it was a port. It was a PC port to Xbox, and it came with all the expansions. The one we got. I don't think we ever got that far to ever get any expansions.
No. The game that we actually played was like the gold edition or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And the expansions were in there.
Yep.
Oh, so yeah, we didn't actually play the expansions. Yeah.
Yep.
No, we wouldn't have touched the expansions. No way. Oh, I wonder what they were. Were they like actual story packs or like?
I feel like there was one kind of werewolfy vampire one.
Oh yeah, that rings a bell.
That's what I can remember.
Yeah. Actually, the most recent footage I actually saw of Morrowind was a PC when they've used what's it called PC mods. So they've modded Morrowind to look like what current gen consoles look like, and the graphics are stunning. This was I think a couple of years ago, and I was so tempted to sort of try and figure out how to get my computer to do all these mods and download the Morrowind game and try and actually have Morrowind that looks like this stunning, you know. But yeah, I never really got around to it. I didn't really think I'd play much of it just because it is PC.
Yeah, you need a PC for it.
Yeah, but it's really cool how they're bringing back Skyrim Special Edition. How you have mods.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Hey, like
I have no idea how mods work. And maybe you go through the mods and then you press one that you want to use and then it installs it into the game or something.
Yeah,
is that how it works?
I know how mods work on PC. I would have no idea how they would work it for console.
Is this the first console game with mods?
Maybe to this extent, I guess. It sounds like it would just break your game, but it's gonna be syndicated in a way where it's, I don't know. I want to go home and just try it, see what happens. Because it's available, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what happens. Because I wonder what kind of mods, like just graphics mods or... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're user submitted mods or if they're all Bethesda style. No idea. But what people do with mods are insane.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, hey. Alright, let's wrap it up. That was episode 21 and... you won't be here this weekend. This is why we recorded early, so we didn't want you to miss out on an episode. So until next time then, we'll see you later.
See ya.